Hey everyone, today I'm going to be reading from my most recent Substack post entitled The Athanasian Revolution, Nicene Theology and the Communal Ontology. The purpose of this post was to talk about the theology of the Council of Nicaea that was championed by St. Athanasius and other people, but St. Athanasius was of particular importance, and relate it to the communal ontology and show how the tradition of the Christian church provided the groundwork for the development of what we're calling the communal ontology. So let's just jump right into it. According to Father Pavel Florensky, the Arian crisis forced the Church of Christ to make an existentially significant choice between two opposites, a choice that would determine whether it was to be the dwelling place of God or a mere institution destined to decay and corruption. It was forced to choose between human rationality or divine revelation. By rationality, we do not mean reason, as if the church debated over dogmatizing nonsense, but the rigid rationality of empty, tautological A=A logic that is natural to our fallen minds. And by divine revelation, we mean that which does not find its origin within the closed circle of rationality, but is a gift from above, only accessible through accepting the gift as gift, that is, as something truly other than ourselves and our rationality. If we were to translate Florensky's terms into our own, we would say that the Arian crisis forced the church to determine whether it was to adopt the logic of self-relation or that of communion. It's been nearly 1700 years since the Council of Nicaea, where the Church took a definitive stance and grounded itself in divine revelation, dogmatizing the two most basic truths of the true religion, the consubstantial Trinity and the incarnation of the Logos, and opening itself to the infinite wisdom of the divine mind. The Trinity and the Incarnation are the two most communal, and by implication, the two truest, ideas ever held in the minds of men. The doctrine of the Trinity states that the Absolute, the being of beings, is communion, and the doctrine of the Incarnation states that one of the persons of this eternal communion voluntarily entered our fallen world so that he could turn the world away from its own nothingness and unite it to the absolute communion alongside him. The Arians could not accept these divine ideas. They were an insult to their stubborn rationality. How, they asked, could three persons all equally be God? And how, they asked, could the true God become true man? While they asked these questions under the pretext of piety, their false piety was the pinnacle of blasphemy. They could not accept that the true God was by his very nature perfect love as the perfect unity of equal persons, nor could they accept that one of these persons could truly enter into creation and commune with it. The Arians allowed finite and fallen rationality to triumph over the infinite wisdom of divine revelation.